Now, dear student, our next topic is Battle of Buxar. As a promise, the East India Company appointed the Mir Jafar as the Nawab of the Bengal. Now, what happened that East India Company was already given the promise, the Mir Jafar, and that's why the Mir Jafar has become the Nawab of Bengal. Who is the Mir Jafar? You know very well that Mir Jafar is the commander of Siraj ud-Dowlah. Robert Clive also went back to the England after the completion of Battle of the Plassey. The Robert Clive also went back to the England. With the passage of the time, Mir Jafar became hostile toward the British. Now what happened that after the passing of the time, now what happened that Mir Jafar is become the now hostile towards the British. That's why the company decided to replace him with his son-in-law Mir Qasim, and that's why East India Company decided that now we have to replace the Mir Jafar and we have to put son-in-law as a Mir Qasim. Mir Qasim was an efficient, disciplined and clever ruler. Now they have given about the information of Mir Qasim. Mir Qasim was son-in-law of Mir Jafar, and also he was efficient, disciplined and clever ruler. That's why the problem arose between Nawab and the company on account of non-payment of the taxation. Same thing was to be the happen here with, if you see into the Battle of Plassey. Same thing here also done, that here the problem arose that the company was not paying the taxation, and which ultimately brought both the forces face to face with each other. In 1763, Mir Qasim was defeated by the company, but he escaped. What happened there? Mir Qasim was defeated by the company in which year? In 1763, and he was save her life. He was saving his life, and he was accept. He reorganized his army. What they have to given that? They have to given that Mir Qasim reorganized his army along with the help of forces of Nawab of Awadh. Then who is the Nawab of Awadh that time? Shuja ud-Dowlah was the Nawab of uh, Awadh, and Shuja ud-Dowlah was the Subedar and Nawab of the Awadh, and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. Their combined forces met the company force at the Buxar in the 1764. Now what happened there? Now here the East India Company versus the combined force army. Then combined force army with force is there. This force is, one is a Mir Qasim, Nawab of Bengal is there. Second one is a Nawab of Awadh, Shuja-ud-Dowlah is there, and third one is a Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan II also participate against the British East India Company war. That's why one side is a combined force is there, and one side is a East India Company. All are met in the place of the Buxar. Where the Buxar is located? Buxar is located near the Bihar territory, or also you can include that it located near the bank of river Ganga. That's why this war, Battle of Buxar, in 22nd October 1764, and that's why the combined force meet the company force in the Buxar in which year? 1764. You can also include the date 22nd October 1764. The British East India Company win the war. Who win this war? British East India Company win the war. And who is that time the commander of British East India Company in the Battle of Buxar? Hector Munro. Hector Munro is the leader of the British East India Company in the Battle of Buxar. A sudden Bengal, Awadh, presently in Lucknow, and Mughal Empire Shah Alam II was under their control of the British East India Company. Now Robert Clive was sent to India to take the control of the situation. That's how the East India Company, a trading company, emerged as a political power in subcontinent of the India. Now what they have to given there? They have to given that East India Company only coming for the purpose, for the trading purpose. But now after the winning of the Battle of the Plassey. In which year the Battle of the Plassey? 23rd June 1757. And Battle of the Buxar, 22nd October 1764. After winning both the war, winning by the East India Company. Now East India Company, now not up, now presently not trading company, but now it emerges a political power, and in future it become the ruling power into the India.